Good evening. Treating malnutrition. 1/3 of our planet is well fed. 1/3 is underfed. 1/3 is starving. 23 million children are suffering from severe acute malnutrition. 5 million children die each year from malnutrition. $12 billion are needed every year to address human malnutrition, yet only $350 million are spent on malnutrition treatment every year. Navyn Salem was raised in Bloomfield, Connecticut. She has always sought to help others, a dedication that has now recently brought her to found Edmunds, whose mission is to treat and prevent malnutrition for vulnerable populations in the developing world through the use of ready-to-use foods. Navyn earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Boston College, and prior to joining the nonprofit world, worked for 6 years in advertising in corporate America. Her business management background has helped her to work creatively in humanitarian entrepreneurial efforts, which create life-saving products and valuable local jobs. She founded Edmunds in 2007 after a personal interest in Tanzania, her father's home country, led her to take action to address the critical issues of malnutrition and poverty. Navyn expanded Edmunds' work to include a U.S. facility focused on production, research, and support of the local population. Since March 2010, Edmunds has provided ready-to-use foods like Plumpy Nut and NutriButter to fill nutritional gaps in over 12 countries, reaching close to 200,000 people. These foods are already proven successful in rescuing children on the brink of death. Edmunds has also begun collaborations on research and development with focuses on improving social marketing, strengthening distribution channels, preventing malnutrition, and initiating prenatal interventions. By opening factories to produce ready-to-use foods, she and her team have created much-needed jobs in Tanzania and Rhode Island, and has an opportunity and passion to work towards treating and preventing the silent crisis of malnutrition, which affects over 1 billion people worldwide. Currently, Navyn manages the Tanzania and US-based work from Edmunds' headquarters in Providence, Rhode Island, where she lives with her husband, Paul, and their 4 daughters. I had the privilege of touring the Rhode Island facility 2 weeks ago, and found the following Franciscan travel blessing on the wall in the reception area. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may wish for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world, so that you can do what others claim cannot be done. Well said. I had an amazing visit with Navyn, and would like to share some thoughts she shared with me, as her beliefs give us all some insight into her very caring nature. People are dying every day from completely preventable causes, Navyn said. People, no matter where they live in the world, should have access to food and nutrition as a basic human right. If we know how to deliver the most vulnerable populations, then we have that responsibility as global citizens to do our part to make it happen. The biggest thing I would like people to take away from what we are doing is that you can do anything you put your mind to, no matter how daunting the task. It takes energy, determination, and collaboration, and while there are always bumps in the road, overcoming the many challenges in the end makes it that much more rewarding. Again, well said. Navyn, we thank you for sharing your gifts and for your insight. Therefore, for her commitment to God's people and her steadfast devotion to feeding the Lord's neediest, the Board of Trustees of St. Edmund's Retreat is proud and honored to present Navyn Salem the St. Edmund's Medal of Honor for service to the church and community, and declare to all that she is a woman of virtue and grace. Navyn Salem.
So first I'd like to thank Father Tom for not telling me that I needed to prepare anything. So, here we go. First I'd like to thank two special people in the room, which are my father and my husband, both of which none of this would be possible. My father was lucky to be a very smart young student back in Tanzania, and was one of the few students to be offered a full scholarship to the University of Michigan many years ago, and came to this country with English as his fourth language, studied very hard, and did well in this world. It is for him that I began all of this work, and could not have even started without being lucky enough to marry Paul, who gave me the great ability to not only raise 4 daughters, but to be able to take on a venture like this that I never would have thought possible. That was a quote from him that Tim read, that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I've been brainwashed with that saying since I met him 14 years ago, and actually believe it now. Now that I look back at the past 3 years that I've been working every day, fighting the roadblocks in my way to make this possible, it couldn't have happened without the two of you. At this point, I'm very proud that we've now started our second factory, both in Tanzania and the United States, to be the sole manufacturer here of a product that can literally save lives like an essential medicine. The fact that our goal is to reach 500,000 children this year doesn't even seem daunting anymore, but that we need to reach all of those children who do deserve basic food and nutrition as a human right. And we won't stop there. We will continue the fight every day to reach more and more children. When you see these children who are lifeless, listless, can barely hold their own head up and see that you're there, and to transform them with a simple peanut paste mixed with vitamins, minerals, and a few other secret ingredients, that in 4 weeks you can transform them into healthy individuals who can not only survive but really thrive, and that we can reach them at a time that's critical in their lives when their bodies and brains are developing, and impact them for the rest of their lives, seems like something that is definitely worth fighting for. And I know why I get up every morning, because we can reach yet more and more children. In the 6 months that we've been open in Providence, we've been able to send relief to Haiti for the earthquakes, for the droughts in Niger, and for the floods in Pakistan that have affected millions. We've airlifted shipments, put shipments on boats. We've even put boxes in people's cars to take down to Haiti. However it needs to get there, to the people who desperately need it, to make sure that they see another day and realize their full potential. So I feel very lucky to be here. I feel honored to be in the company of all of you here and the other honorees who've done unbelievable things, and very humbled. And I continue to keep up the fight and continue to try to do better in every day. And mostly I'm here because of my daughters, who I hope to inspire every day, and hope that they can come to do great things, because anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Thank you.